If you want to see me create a look with round 8 selections from the palette collection Roulette and some first impressions on products that may surprise you, then stick around. Hi there, it's Hélène, and yes, we are going to be using a number of products that are in the round 8 of the palette Roulette or palette collection Roulette. If you are not familiar with this idea, I will put the latest video here where I actually unveil which products were selected for me by you, and you can see the whole lot of it. I'm going to be using some of them today. And I focused today on some goodies and oldies and also on a couple of products that I have never used. I've had in my collection for a while and never used. Shamelessly so. Sometimes products are really great to swatch, but somehow there's reluctance to put it on my face because I think that they're not going to be as amazing as they are in the pan, if that makes sense. Well, one of those products is like that today. So I did a whole bunch of swatches on my hand to make sure that I picked a good look for today. And I do have a lot of base makeup on, some of which is part of the palette Roulette. So let me just go over the stuff that's already on my face. Everything that I don't mention is in the description box, so that you can see exactly everything I'm wearing. So let's kind of go from top to bottom. I am wearing the Park Avenue Princess, which I think was a selection by Susan, and it's a beautiful bronzing palette. And I've been using it quite a bit over the last number of days. I just haven't filmed with it, so I've used these three, I've used this one, I've used this one, so I've been making a good progress with it. I am wearing Carrot and Princess today on my face as bronzer. I'm also wearing an Anastasia product. I have used all three of these since it was selected for me, but I haven't done so on camera. So I've used all three of these, and today I'm wearing this one, which is Cash, K-A-S-H. And I think it's going to go well with the products that I have selected for the eye look today. And I do plan on using one of the lipsticks in the Anastasia lip palette to finish up. We'll see how it goes. So what am I going to wear on the eyes? Well, right now I have the NYX eyeshadow base 03 set with the Hoola Lite. That is what the eye is, and I've got brow product and brow gel and all the concealer and everything that I have usually around the eye. I want to start with a base, and I think I'm going to go straight in with this color, and it is from Urban Decay, and it is called Last Call, and it is from the set. You'll see right behind me this big purple box. That was one of the items selected. I'm pretty sure Julie selected that one, and so I think that this is going to go very well with as a crease color for the lid color that I have in mind, and that lid color is a color that I've never worn before, and that one was chosen by Steph. So I think we've got a little something from everybody, and let's get right into it. Hopefully, I'm going by memory. Hopefully I've got all the selections and the names properly associated. If not, you will have seen a correction on the screen from editing me going, "Ah, you got it wrong." Anyway, let's get into this one, Last Call. And for the purposes of Last Call, I'm going to go in with my fluffy brush, and I need a mirror. I'm going to be using this little quad from Urban Decay. Just a side note, if you were not aware, you can put singles into some palettes from Urban Decay if you go to their site, and it's kind of neat. All right, so going into Last Call, we're going to go right into the crease and see how it goes. So it's a shimmer, so it's a little bit of a different experience in the crease from a matte, which is often what I do, not always, but often. I'm actually liking the Hoola bronzer as a way to set my eye, which I never thought that would be the case, but apparently it is. And I decided to do this sort of makeup application for Palette Roulette today because I have been neglecting the choices made. And part of why I've been neglecting the choices made is because I have been so focused on holiday sets recently, and it's not an excuse, it is an explanation. And I felt like to be more helpful to more people, I thought that holiday sets would be more important in the very short term to get out. And so I've been using the Palette Roulette products in the background, some of them anyway. But I always like to do a few looks on camera because, or at least capture them on film, because that's kind of the whole point, is it's fun to see a creator use products that we've selected, right? That's just a lot of fun. And I'm talking a whole lot. I guess this is a get ready with me, apparently, as opposed to just an application video. This is, geez, you know, I don't use this one often enough. It's so good. And it is shimmery, but it's not too shimmery, and I think it looks pretty darn good. Just even it out here. I'm talking too much. How's my blending? I'm kind of going willy-nilly here. Okay, I feel I have a little bit too much over here going on. So I'm going to clean up. There's a little bit of Hoola Lite still on here. Just going to soften up the edges here. And I'll go back in with this brush, just with whatever's left. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. I want to put something on the brow bone, and I think I'm going to use this color right here, which is, did I pick another one? No. The only thing is getting them out. It's called Sellout. And going to switch to my contour brush, which is a favorite for brow bone highlight. I could have dipped into the Viseart that Susan picked for me. There is a color in there that would be a light peach for brow bone, but I think this is actually a better fit. Even though it's not one of the official colors selected. Okay, I like this so far. Now we're going into what makes me nervous. I will show you what it is that I haven't used yet, and I'm kicking myself because I'm usually adventurous and I am not with this product. And it is a product that Steph chose for me, and it is the Clionadh Multichromes. I need to be using these. So today we're going to use Smolder, which has kind of a four-way shift from green to peach to hot pink to purple. And one of the reasons I've been so reluctant to try it is because it is kind of a deep color, and I tend to go light from inner to center lid. But I try just about anything, so what's my problem? So we're going to go in with this color, and I'm going to use my finger. Actually, I'm going to use this finger for the lid, and then get in maybe with the pinky or with my trusty multitasker brush, which is fantastic. It's such a good brush. But we're going to go in with the finger first, and I need a mirror. I don't mind this ColourPop palette, but it has no mirror, so I need help. I need help for different reasons, but in this case I need mirror help. Okay, let's see how this goes. All right, so I have Smolder on my finger. You can see some of the shift here. Let's see how it goes. They always look so dark when I see people apply them on the eye. Okay, right away I'm going, what was my problem? I knew I would say that. I knew it. What was my problem in trying this shadow? That's ridiculous. And I think the look with the other eyeshadow, Last Call, I think it's a good match. And I'm going to go in with my multitasker brush with the right shadow again. Okay, back into Smolder. I was looking for Last Call. All right. Being very careful. Now these are not cheap multichromes, but gosh, they're beautiful. They swatch like a dream. And so much so that I did end up, because they restocked on November 4th, I did end up picking up 2 more. So they should be coming to me in the next 2 to 3 weeks. Look at that. And so I'm really excited to try more. By try more, apparently I just mean swatching, because I don't put them on my eye. Until now. There we go. So I picked another one of these jeweled multichromes. Oh, gosh, they're so beautiful. And then another one that's iridescent, I think. So I'm going in with for the other eye. And so I'm really curious. I think I'm really going to like the iridescent one, because I love the Aftershock highlighters from Clionadh, big time. I'll put the swatches video right here for those. They really apply so easily. I'm just pressing them in and they just stick like crazy. Okay, just going to wipe a little bit off here and here. Just feel like there's a little bit much. Okay, I don't want to wipe this off, but I am right now. All right, I'm going to go in with the brush on the other eye to just even it out like I did on the one side. Okay, how is that looking? Nice, right? I think that looks pretty good. I'm inclined to use a smudger brush and go back in with Last Call just on the lower lash line, so I'm going to do that. And I'm debating on using, I'm going to think about it, I'm debating on using Peridot, or Peridot, I guess, on the inner corner, inner lower lash line. So, like I said, I'm just going to think about it for a bit. I have a little bit of fallout, which I'm just going to address right here. Good. And Last Call. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Okay, so smudger, just a tiny, tiny smudger. There we go, other side. All right, I think that looks pretty good, and I'm going to do a little lime green in the corner. I'm in the mood. Let's do that. So again, I'm going to go in with this little guy, and I do think it's going to look good with Smolder. So I'm going in just with a little brush from MAC, not MAC, pardon me, Morphe, MAC. It's the M149 if you're curious. I don't use it very often, but it looks like it's the right size to go just a dab in the corner. Okay, we'll do that on the other side. And Peridot or Peridot is also a Clionadh shadow. It's a huge pan. There's one thing, I'm putting all my singles into some new palettes, which I'm going to be filming soon. And the Clionadh shadows are so different that I refuse to put them in. And I'm not just talking about the multi-chromes, just in general. I'm going to keep them in their individual, or in the corresponding brand palette, because they are so above and beyond the effect of so many other brands that they just merit a different space in my collection. They just do. They're just so good. Okay, I like the look of this. So we need to do liner, lashes, and do we have anything else? I think that's about it. Now for liner, I already have Zero from Urban Decay on my upper waterline, but I don't have anything else. And just based on the smolder colors, I thought that Stash from Urban Decay would look really good. And it's right here. And there's smolder right here. I'll just intensify Stash for you because it wiped off a little bit. And I think that those two, Stash and smolder, go well together. This down here is alkaline. I was thinking of maybe going red, but I think that was just too much with the purple. I am going to put Stash on and mascara, and I will be right back. All right, I am back. I have used the Stash liner. I have refreshed the Zero black liner on my upper waterline. And if you're wondering about Stash, I've got it on my upper lash line and lower lash line and waterline. I did apply Peridot again on the inner lid because, not inner lid, pardon me, inner upper and lower lash line because it lost its pop after adding Stash. And I also used the L'Oreal Lash Paradise waterproof on my lashes. It is getting a little dry, so I don't think it has much longer to go in my collection. And I also picked up a little bit of this lipstick in the Anastasia lip palette, and it's conveniently called number 5. Very descriptive number, but it's a nice kind of brownish purple. And I just scooped out a little bit with a spatula because that is the palette that I keep as sanitary as possible for anybody who needs to apply lipstick who comes by here without having to share a product that really is not great to share. And I have a lip brush here and I'm going to start applying it. The finer the brush, the more I think I'm going to mess up. Which it already looks like I have. We'll see. And I always take too much out of that palette, but it's so hard to gauge how much lipstick you need. Okay, so a little bit more down here. I think this is a good match. It's a good color. Okay, definitely not perfect lipstick application, but I think you get the sense of what it's supposed to look like. I like this lipstick from Anastasia. I find that it is, once it dries down a little bit, it is quite matte and quite transfer proof. So it's a good lipstick for a long wear application, in my opinion. And I think the look looks pretty good. I'm going to just set my face and we can talk about the products just one last time. All right, I have to say that I am super happy with virtually everything on my face. I really like the base products I used. The Park Avenue Princess from Tarte is, and it is still kicking around some places if you're curious about it. I think it's a very, very solid bronzer and highlighting palette. I really enjoy Pool Party from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It is one of their blush trios. I think it's a very, very good product, especially if you want a buildable, solid blush. And I have to say that the Urban Decay singles are really nice. Once again, this is Last Call, which I used on most of my lid. Very, very nice. And the brow bone highlight as well, I quite enjoyed. And that one, once again, was called Sellout. And finally, for the couple of belles of the ball, I would really argue that Smolder is gorgeous. And I wish you could see the shift. So, well, you saw it on my finger earlier. The shifts are fantastic. In real life, it really moves across all four colors. It's really quite pretty. And I don't know what my reluctance was to use it. I think it looks really, really good on the eye. And then Peridot, which is the lime green on the inner corner and inner, lower, and upper lash line, I think just adds a little pop to enhance Smolder. I don't think it takes anything away from it. And the Anastasia lip palette lipsticks, I think they're very good. I just don't tend to reach for palettes. It has a specific purpose in my collection when people come and play with makeup, that I can offer them a lip product that is sanitary to just kind of finish their look. But overall, I'm really, really happy with the way everything turned out. If you're curious, I'm using the Joe Fresh Fresh and Go or Refresh and Go, just a regular setting spray that I got for dirt cheap. Nothing fancy about it. Anything else to say? I think that's pretty much it. By the way, sidebar, I am wearing the two colors from the Ciate Mini Mani Month 21 and 22. So selections 21 and 22. If you want to see what those are, I'll put the video right here. I think they're really fun and I'm really enjoying wearing them. I appreciate you joining me for this try on of round 8 palette roulette selections. And I do hope that Julie, Steph, and Susan are happy with me starting to use their products. It's been a little bit overdue. And speaking of, if you want to take a look at that video that I linked earlier, it will also be in the description box. Take a look at those products. If there's something else that you would like for me to try in a specific combination, please leave me a comment below. I will be happy to at least consider it strongly, and we'll go from there. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it every single time. And I do look forward to seeing you in the next video. But for now, take care.